going on, guys? Welcome back. Got some commentary for you today. Do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, run over to Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. Damon Groh is with me. You've obviously stayed off social media. I mean, I just touched it in the beginning, but you're not active on your Twitter. I tried to reach out to you on Twitter for quite some time. But let me ask you this, personally almost. A lot of companies, whether you know this or not, have came into the marketplace after you. You've got, Canuck Play, Access Football, Cal Anderson, Immaculate Vision Gaming, and they've all shown, a sustainable amount of game player assets. But a lot of people in the community remain skeptical. Some might even say hostile toward them. And a lot of that seems to be built on how Montana 16 originally came out, the information, the release dates that have came and went. If that's impacting other games, are you concerned about how it's going to impact your game once it releases?
We're just doing the best job we can. I mean, if people like it, great. If they don't like it, then, we'll try to do better. I don't really know, we're just, again, we're a startup probably like everybody else, and we have our own challenges. So we just have to go through the challenges and meet them, and, we're good, and we're driving really hard, and, there's nothing else. There's nothing else I can say. We just put our head down, and I realized that it wasn't doing any help, being on Twitter and being on stuff, and we just, as a team, we just decided to put our heads down and just work, and our product will speak for itself, and if people love it, great. If they want this cooling experience, great. If they don't and they're, mad about something, I did my best. I really did.
In fairness, you've always been very vocal about that, and knowing that people's perception will essentially change with the game release. You still feel like then that the product you guys are putting out now is going to be able to win people over and work past all the issues that people may have had with the information before? If there's one thing that you're really looking at right now and priding yourself and saying, okay, this is what's going to win people over, this is going to what's going to be have them buy this game regardless of everything that's happened, what would that one part be?
Well, it's free, so you can play it. You can download and play it. We're not charging people for it. So, but other than that, I hope that we took on a lot of challenges, right? Basically, the market has only had one game so long. There was a couple of mobile ones that came out. It was kind of fluctuating and stuff. And, we looked at the long game of how long would it take for, it happened in the NBA, right? I always thought that's the most amazing thing is when there was actual competition, in let's just be real, 2K is just incredible, right? And they went in and actually opened up the NBA title, and then the 2K series completely dominated. So pretty much the one thing the community is absolutely correct on is, and they all know this, is that competition makes the companies do better, right? They make a better product for the consumer. And, I think out of everything that has been going on and a lot of other people are getting involved, it's fantastic. I mean, I don't see it as a negative at all. It's the conversation was started, and people are taking action, and that's what we really need. We need competition. We need, and I think the community and is going to go to one or the other or things like that. And, hey, we're good with what we get. We worked really hard. We worked, day and night to try to come up with cool products that we thought people would like. We're not Madden, so, I keep saying that because it's true. Madden has their own thing. We have our own thing. So we have a new vision, and we hope that, some people like it and kind of gets a chance. And I literally see just this as a very long-term game. I mean, as a marathon. And if the company does really well and things go well, you never know what the future can hold. And if you had told me last year that, we would be NFLPA licensed, that's a huge win, right? For a small company like ours, that's huge. And to have the belief from the great players that the great people in the Players Association actually believe in us, that's really, really huge. So again, it's just small baby steps. And we're just lucky to be with Google and Samsung and the PA, and we hope to make a great product. I mean, that's just it.
Well, obviously, you've put yourself in a position with a landscape in gaming that is constantly changing to take advantage of whatever may come in the future. Is there any time frame you can give someone if they want to go out and play the game? I know you've already kind of showed it and demoed it. Is there anything in the future you have planned where somebody might have an opportunity to go and have the game in hand?
So that's all going to be through Google. So just keep an eye out from their timelines. When you become a partner, when you start, doing business with great larger companies, they have their own timeline. So we work, right? We just work really hard. And then when the calls come out, we thought that their hardware announcement was a good opportunity to sort of say, hey, it's actually going to be Daydream, and it'll be licensed. And that's the first basic salvo we put out, and then we'll start ramping up as things get closer. But that's all through timelines for our partners. When you're a company and you start up and you work with bigger companies and you do all that stuff, they have their own timelines, and for good reason, right? So we just hope to we hope to help them, really sort of, promote the abilities of the platform and the abilities of the hardware, which is really important. I mean, VR needs to win, and I think that Google has a fantastic shot of the price is excellent, the motion, the control is excellent. They spend a lot of time and a lot of hard work making sure the platform is fantastic, and it's just been great to work in, honestly.
All right, Damon, well, listen, I know you're busy. I'll let you get back to your craft. I always appreciate your time. I know everybody in the community will be glad to get an update out from you and listen to this. Anything else that you want to add in before I let you go?
No, I just, we're just trying to work hard building one of the games that are going to come out. And if people enjoy it, I really appreciate your time and your input. And we'll try to just improve and get better. Like they say, every, football player says, just you try to get better every day, right? I mean, they always ask you, what did you do better? Media always asks football players, like, what did you do better and do this? They go, I just try to get better every day. And that's what we do as a team. We just get better every day. We grind together. And we just hope that, people will enjoy that fact. We're fighting hard, and it's just fantastic to be with the NFLPA, to have current players in our game, which is just awesome. And we can't wait for the people to pick them and play them.